when it's cold, it makes the water look a lot clearer. So I mean, cold for me and cold for you guys is two different things.
Oh yeah.
So 60 degrees is cold for me.
60 degrees is cold for me.
Oh, what are you doing in Ohio?
That's her problem.
Well, that's the perfect place
And
to
who
move.
are you?
I am Brian.
You're Brian.
And then you guys had JR?
Yep.
Old Big Beard?
Yep.
How was the tour?
That was good. That was fun.
Never done anything like these things.
Yeah, most people haven't been on an airboat or a swamp like this. We're a little bit different down here in Florida. We're born and raised on this stuff. You don't realize that it's not normal until people from out of state come down.
Oh, I'm sure we do stuff that ain't quite normal to you guys.
Sure.
Well, one time my dad and I went down to Louisiana and the crawfish were in season. And they just, the way they were going nuts over their crawfish, and they're like, you people up there probably call them mud bugs.
Louisiana's pretty southern. It's very, I mean, we're pretty country, but they're for real. They have a lot less laws for hunting alligators too.
Right.
So down here they're protected, but they're not really protected. It just makes it a lot harder. And I'm sure if you guys have seen the alligator hunting shows, that's where it's based out of Louisiana.
Yeah, on the bayou.
And they have some strong accents out there in the bayou.
Oh yeah, you'd be lucky if you can understand what they're saying.
Well, I mean, one of the guys on there, not only did he have the strong Cajun accent, he also had no teeth.
Oh jeez.
So yeah, I mean, that's a thick accent. It sounded like he had peanut butter stuck in his mouth.
Now, how did they come to do these buggy things? Did they make the paths to do this, or?
Yeah, this path's been here for over 100 years. This used to be an old cypress logging trail. But are you talking about like out in the wild? How do you do it?
Oh no, just like
Well,
this.
these were based off of hunting. So people built them so they could see over the salt grass. It's very common.
They were
to see
necessity
sawgrass.
based and turned into recreational.
Yeah. So people would bring these out for hunting. So they had to go do that, and then it turned into kind of a tour once people could just once we started getting more cars and stuff like that. Jeeps. I mean, you can buy a car that can off-road just as good as a buggy. Some of the newer Jeeps are.
Oh yeah, well you get lift kit. I mean, you see them with these big lift kits.
Can you imagine me bringing the Prius here, Dean?
No.
We're going to do the little swamp buggy and the Prius.
In Florida, lift kits are a big thing. There's guys with trucks down here that are over $100,000. It's not that's a big thing in Florida.
Oh yeah.
Now you see gators on the other side because they're salt, right? Or do you see gators over there as well?
You guys see any over there?
Yeah, we saw a couple.
Well, the thing is, that is salt water over there. Alligators are fresh water. It's just the water really isn't supposed to be that high right now. So, because it rained for that 2 days, I don't know if you were here for that.
No.
But did you guys just get here?
Yeah, we got here last night.
Last night. So the 2 days before that, the 2 days before you guys came here, it rained. I'm not exaggerating, for 48 hours.
Wow, and that's unusual for here, isn't it?
Well, for that long. We're very common for storms to happen, but I mean, I'll give you a perfect example. This was bone dry 3 days ago.
Wow.
So this is all rainwater on this side. This is the freshwater side, salt water on the other side. And alligators are supposed to be on this side, but the water drains, so they go towards the canal
Right.
on the other side. But the only way they can be in salt water is if it's brackish, which is a mixture between
Right.
fresh and salt water.
Yeah, you had one right there by the gate where we were waiting, and he was pretty boring.
He was just sitting there.
He was just sitting there.
Well, that's what most
I wonder
alligators.
if that's the one that was supposed to be on that grass pad that he said.
I don't know.
The JR said he'll be on that grass pad later in the day.
Old reliable.
Yeah, you just kind of, there was a couple out further out we could see that were fairly active even. I mean,
Alligators are not as exciting as you think they are. They're just big dinosaurs.
I said,
Mine
yeah,
looks
I
like
said
a
you
big
throw a
log.
chicken leg in front of one of them. I said then it'll get exciting, but until that, unless they're hungry, they're just going to
That
sit there.
one that we saw,
But the thing is, alligators, they don't eat. They don't eat. You can throw them 100 pounds of chicken, 30 pounds of chicken, they would not eat all of it. They only eat what they need. Now, a crocodile will eat every bit of it. They are very greedy, and they're exactly what you think an alligator would be. That's the easiest way I explain it. A lot of people think alligators are very vicious and violent and just kill to kill. That's not the case. They only eat when they need to. That's why they have killer instinct. But the crocodile has murder instinct. So I'm sure you see on Animal Planet where they're in Africa just killing wildebeest.
Right.
So an alligator's not going to kill a wildebeest.
Well, crocodiles are the ones that will jump 6 feet out of the water to get at you.
Yeah, for sure. They'll do it not just because you're holding over. A crocodile will do it if you just fly over it. Say you just flew low over. Alligator will do the same exact thing, but it has to be like, it has to be taunting them.
Right.
Crocodile, if it sees a bird fly over, it will snatch it.
Well,
The thing is with them, they have pizza-shaped heads and just a rounded snout around. So it's a little circle like this right at the end of it. You'll see what I'm saying when you go and see the other one. An alligator has a rounded snout, a big circular snout, and its nose goes up like this.
oh, it has a hump on the end.
Yeah, and then this crocodile's is flat. And it just has a little hump about this far off its snout for its nostrils.
Oh, there you go. That was an alligator we saw back there.
Yeah, so
he had the hump.
They look like the Croc shoe. So an alligator looks like a Croc shoe, where they have the round.
Oh, okay.
Once you see it, you'll be able to tell the difference. And a crocodile has an overbite and an underbite, so all their teeth show. All their teeth are out, and the alligator only.
You only get like the fangs.
They only have an overbite. So
oh, okay.
Their teeth come out a little bit. You'll see them missing, and right here on the corner of their mouth, the alligator's mouth goes up like a smile, the gator grin. And the crocodile is just mean, overbite, underbite, just mean looking. The one that we have over there is probably about 15 feet long, the crocodile. I mean, he's laying on a 12-foot platform and his tail's off at 3 feet. He's a monster. There's one that's he's like skinnier and 15 feet, and there's one that's about 12, 13 feet long, but fat. He looks, I just know I don't want to be in there. I was standing there one day with my back face to it, trying to see if he'd come up, and he goes, he hits the fence. I'm like, wow.
It's like,
good thing this fence was there.
nothing you want sneaking up on you.
Yeah, you don't want that thing. And they are very stealth. He doesn't know that we can see in the water because it's brackish. It's more fresh though. And him at 15 feet long can move in this deep of water and not break it at all. He didn't break any water at all when he was coming up to me. I was watching him and he didn't know I could see him. He's just moving. No water. Like if it was water like that, I would not have been able to see him in there. And he would have smoked me. They're violent. They're cannibals. That's why it's really hard to put them in cages with multiple of them
because they will eat each other.
Them. Here's the thing: they'll throw the chicken out. The one that gets the chicken got the chicken, and then the other one will grab its leg and twist it off. It's like great. Now, these are what the old Indian hunt camps would look like. The Miccosukee and the Seminole Indians were pushed down from Georgia and northern Florida down to the Everglades. They built huts like this all along it. They never signed a peace treaty with the United States, so they're unconquered. Now, since they're unconquered, they don't have to listen to our hunting and fishing wildlife laws, and they own all of the Hard Rock casinos throughout Florida. Now, right up here is actually one of the rarest things we have in Florida. It's called shade, guys. We don't have much of that here. So this is going to be like a jungle going in this. We just went through the sawgrass and wetlands. This is going to be what you would see in probably Louisiana, like a swamp with cypress. We have our maple trees. It's beautiful now. Everything's starting to grow.
Green. We don't have green up.
Yeah, it's real green because we really don't have fall here. We only have summer as a season.
I could do that.
I'd be careful what you wish for with our summers. It's unless you stay inside, it's
98 degrees and 100% humidity.
Yeah, no breeze. Out here, one day I was about to fall out. I just couldn't let anybody on the tour now. I was driving real hard on the steering wheel. I'm like, oh, it gets hot. Once you have one heat stroke, you're very common to have more.
That's cool.
It's beautiful out here.
This is what you think it's like 5 million years ago, you know?
Yeah. Even like 100 years ago. Imagine before.
Oh yeah.
Before man really got a hold of all of this.
Well, imagine living in this.
The building of Tamiami Trail actually messed up a lot of the flow of the Everglades. So now it separates fresh and salt water completely apart from each other, and it does not flow naturally now. So. And then if you've been to when you guys go to Miami, you'll see this bridge that's under construction. They've been doing that for probably 10, 15 years. They're going to try and restore the flow. So they're going to build it over so the water can flow under it. But they're also going to put big concrete pylons down there that are, when the water drops or raises, it's going to stop it. So it's kind of no point in doing it. So now that tree right over there to your right, it looks all scratched up. That is from black bears. So the black bears come through here during the winter when it dries out. Now it just rained for 2 days, so it's not very dry through here. Now if you guys look on either side of the buggy, it looks like kneecaps coming out of the ground. These are called cypress knees or cypress stumps. That's how these trees get oxygen to their roots. Now if all of those were to go into the water, the tree would die, and some of them have roots over a mile away from the tree. Now the guy that you guys were talking to before I came over here, his name is Jimbo. He's worked in the Everglades National Park for over 15 years, not counting what he's doing right now. He worked for Applaud Aquatic. He had to remove all the invasive species, so like the Brazilian pepper trees, Burmese python. He's caught over 100 that were 16 feet long.
Wow.
Now he caught one that was very, very spotlighted. So it was 16 feet long, had a 44-inch round waist. When they cut that open, a 75-pound deer fell out of it.
Whoa.
So they brought that in. I mean, the reason we killed them down here is because they found every single native species we have in the bellies of them, including Floridians.
I heard that it's been the #1 invasive species down here. The destructive.
It has no natural predator.
Right.
So that's the problem with it.
People just drop them down the sewer.
Yeah, people drop them in the sewer. During one of the hurricanes, an entire sanctuary of them were released. Now, from what I've heard, they've caught and killed over 250,000 out in Florida. So if they've caught that many with reptiles and stuff like that, they can just produce and produce. I can't imagine how many are actually out here.
I was just going to say, that's kind of almost like a never-ending battle, but if you don't do something...
You got to try. If you don't do anything, then it'll just... It's like if you have a problem with rats. If you don't try it and help it a little bit, they're going to just keep populating. And we have swamp rats here that are like this long, without the tail. I don't like rats at all. I had my trap go off in my house last night. It sounded like a shotgun. Woke me straight up out of my sleep. Say in Florida, it's not uncommon for someone to have a shotgun.
It's not uncommon anywhere.
I would say in Florida, it's a lot more exercise the second amendment. There's a lot of people down here. The worst part about down here, though, is the hunting is not good at all. Fishing is the only real thing. You guys have some bucks that would put ours to shame.
Right.
All of you, you're dead.
Oh, she's caught them with her car.
Dad said I was a better deer hunter. No.
I was about to say, man.
I've caught it with a Blazer, a Chevy Blazer twice.
Chevy Blazers are beautiful.
Ford Aspire once.
Big ones?
Oh, big enough.
They're wrecking the windshield and everything?
Oh, total.
Totaled the cars.
Now, does insurance cover that, or is it your fault?
No, it's insurance. Yeah, we're not no fault.
No, yeah, our Florida is pretty much, you have to have a really good reason. It's a no-fault state.
Yep.
Now, right up there, you guys look, it looks like pineapples up there. Those are called bromeliad or air plants. They do no harm to that tree. And if you were to climb up there, you'd get the rainwater from that to survive, but it costs you about $1,000 if you got caught. Now, if you look at that vine that's taken down from the tree, that is called a strangler fig. It grows from bird droppings. Certain seeds in the bird's droppings will catch in the top of that tree, and it'll grow from the top down. You guys look right over there. See how it wraps all the way around that tree. See that? Sharp right over there. Now, that doesn't...
Yeah.
That's that one right over there.
That one.
Yeah. So it doesn't surprise you that the trees are
That's a
killing.
palm tree.
Because everything in Florida's killing. We got snakes, panthers, bears, sharks, our people. We have some of the worst drivers in the entire world down here.
Driving last night, I'd believe it.
Yeah, on 75, it's just a suggestion, the speed limit. You guys fly into Fort Lauderdale, Miami?
We're headed to Key West.
Where'd you fly in at?
No, we drove.
We drove.
Oh.
We drove Prius. We flew Prius in.
Now that thing
We've been on the road since
what
Friday.
does that thing get? 40 miles to the gallon?
In warm weather, I get 50, 54.
50?
Yeah.
I could see myself driving a Prius with that gas mileage.
It's hard. When you get 500 miles to a gas tank and it costs you $20 to fill up.
I've only got an 11-gallon tank.
Is it electric and?
It's
Yeah.
a mix.
It's a hybrid.
But you could run
I
straight
don't-
gas if you want.
It runs itself.
Well, it's an on-demand thing. If you're pushing it hard enough that the electric can't keep up, they'll kick in the gas. And then as you're running gas, as you coast or brake, it charges the electric system. If you're driving more in the city where you're kind of stop and go, you'll run strictly electric and not even burn gas.
It does it all on its own. And the
this
one
thing's
we've
expensive.
got, my
They're-
car was $25,000.
They're worth the money.
Oh, very much
If
so.
I would say more if you drive city driving, that's where they really come. But even we're driving 75, 80 miles an hour and still getting 43 and a half miles to the gallon.
That's insane.
And you see these guys driving these F-150s getting about what, 14, 15.
Yeah, that's true. I like those trucks. If you get the 7.3, the diesel that just eats fuel. You get
Oh,
12
yeah.
12 miles to the gallon. Yeah, I mean sometimes you just gotta put your pride aside if you want to drive a truck and just drive a Prius. I mean 50 miles a gallon, you can't beat that. Like you said, on an 11-gallon tank you get 500 miles to a week. But that's with gas, right? So it can still drive longer with electric.
No, that's a mix. It's a hybrid. It mixes it.
Doesn't need gas to run electric.
I cannot just run my car on pure electric.
Oh, okay.
I don't have a switch.
Okay.
It's like a flex fuel. It mixes gas and electric. Because if we go for a ride, you'll see it's kicking gas and electric in. But if you're under like 25 mile an hour, 35 mile an hour, depends on how you run, it kicks to total electric. But it does it on its own.
But when you're at like a stoplight, it'll go to gas.
It'll just shut off.
And then when you press it, it goes.
Yeah.
Those things with electric has no like stop time, just goes off electric. Instead of gas, it takes a second. Electric, it just takes off.
Right.
Now these right here, these are what the old alligator hunt camps would look like. Our locals used to come out here and hunt as many as they wanted, but they almost hunted them to extinction, so they had to put a ban on hunting the alligators. Now, if there's been an illegal way to make money, our locals down here have done it. Smuggling.
Look, there's moonshine.
It's all been done down here, guys. It's all been done down here, guys. So they got anything you can harvest from an alligator. They also made moonshine. I take it you guys know what moonshine is.
Oh yeah.
Well, guys, I'm 19, so I have no idea what that is.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, that's our bathroom. Does anyone need to use the bathroom? It is a three-seater. We can get you guys in and out.
Hey, it looks like where we used to camp. Oh, great thing about moonshine is making apple pie.
Apple pie moonshine?
Yeah.
He's 19. He knows nothing about that.
My friend just told me that's really good.
Oh, your friend.
Apple pie is really
We got a half gallon in the refrigerator back home.
You just got to be careful with that stuff. There's apple pie, there's orange sickle, which is really good.
Oh, that sounds like something you'd like.
Orange sickle, it's like those little orange pots. It's amazing.
But you're only 19. How do you know that? Your friend told you?
My friend told me a lot about it. My grandfather was a smuggler and a moonshiner. You can get white lightning, and then it can ruin your insides completely.
Oh yeah.
Or you can get it homemade and make your stomach hurt for about 4 days. At 160 proof, you catch on fire.
We go down to Kentucky every now and then, and I'll pick up some 190 proof.
That's where a lot of my family's from that I haven't met yet, but I think it's is it Louisville, Kentucky?
Yep.
Louisville, that's where it's from.
We drove through there.
Yeah. Or Lexingburg, something like that. I can't think of it. Louisville or Lexingburg.
And they're all up there.
Yeah, so I have the Sanders family. So hopefully I get some Kentucky Fried Chicken discount. Mr. Colonel
I'd be more interested in the Kentucky bourbon.
Skip the chicken. You can get that anywhere. How about the bourbon?
Is it really good?
Oh yeah.
That's what it's called, Kentucky bourbon?
Well,
like Jack Daniels is.
Jack
I
Daniels.
thought that's Tennessee.
That's,
No.
Jack Daniels is. I
Oh,
think Jack Daniels is Tennessee.
Yeah, but there's.
Jim Beam, Maker's Mark. Those are.
Oh, Maker's Mark with the red lip.
Yep.
I wouldn't know about it, but
Yeah.
My friend told you about it.
I heard that stuff's really good. Maker's
We
Mark.
went to the distillery there 2.5 years ago on our way back from Destin.
Jim Beam is like
Jim Beam apple's pretty good.
my
You're
friend.
19, how do you know
My
that?
friend
Your
for
friend
real.
told you?
My friend for real though. He only drinks Jim Beam and Cokes, and he's ruined off 5. That stuff's strong. I mean, when I say ruined, I mean ruined. There's that little boy Leroy right there.
Oh, there he is.
Now he was raised inside of a house for 8 years.
Inside of a house.
Yep, inside of a house. He was raised just like a dog. Now, he doesn't know how to catch his own food. That's why he's not allowed in here. So if he was out in the wild, he'd expect a human to feed him if you seen him. If you didn't feed him, he could become his next meal. Now we feed him. Now we feed him 3 times a week with chicken, about 5-10 pounds of chicken each time. Now this fence was knocked over for a month and a half after the hurricane, and Leroy never left. This is a canal that leads to the Gulf of Mexico. He could have went right through here. Now hopefully there's something else in this canal. I'd like to see something else. Maybe some alligator or manatee.
You can see manatee here in this?
You could, yeah. Very possible.
That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome. And it's perfect time.
Hey Brian, here's your job. You got it cut out for you.
Find you a manatee?
Find me a manatee.
I can promise you this though, if there's one in here, we'll see. This is the perfect weather for them.
I was like, someone's getting some fishing in.
Yeah, there's one over there. See it? Little nose just getting on the water. We'll see if it's there. Oh, right here?
Oh, look, Rhonda.
See it?
Yep. There's 2 or 3 of them. Oh, over there's. Here.
My job's done.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing. You talk about it, and all of a sudden there they are.
I knew they were here.
Oh, you knew they were here?
Yeah, I just didn't say we're going to 100% see one.
Aha. Oh, they showed up right on cue.
Right,
I didn't know
surfacing.
they were going to be here, but I knew there was a very, very good chance.
There's one right there too. Oh, look at that one.
Manatee right there. Oh, wow.
Couple of them.
Yeah, that's about. I told you this is the perfect weather. I knew if we seen them, we were going to be close to water. Oh man,
Yeah, they're really going at it, aren't they?
yeah. There's one over here I'm really interested in because it's about 10 feet long. Now the biggest manatee ever recorded was 15 feet long and 3,600 pounds.
Wow.
I think with all these manatees in here, the fishing might be great. The water's dried out a lot. From it raining, it was all the way up to that guardrail.
Really? Wow.
Oh. Yeah, see that further way down there. Oh, there's the baby. On there, the baby. There's way down there. This place is packed. Look at that one. Awesome. Wow, this is awesome. Oh, there's the one right there. That's a big, right there. That's a big, big manatee.
Oh, look right down
And
there.
its little baby with it. It's teaching it how to swim.
Even manatees hockaloogie.
Well, did you see your manatee that you wanted to see?
No.
Oh, look at that baby one.
Rhonda, over here.
That one, that's the best you're gonna see right there. Oh, it looks like it got hit by something on the side, like a boat motor.
That's the biggest thing for them is getting hit.
Only thing. That's the only thing that kills them. Other than red tide when we have it, but
Right.
we've never had it down here in the Everglades.
Cool. Ever seen a manatee in the wild?
I was about to say, most people have seen them in zoos, but never in the wild. Well, we've seen more than one.
Oh yeah, but well.
Look at that. That's a baby. See how little that thing is?
Yeah.
Well, little for a manatee. It's probably about.
We've seen what, about 10 of them just right here.
Usually. And we're gonna see more up here.
Yeah, I see one up there. Why don't you go over that way?
I want to see the big one that was in there. You guys can sit on this side if you like. Yeah, I'm gonna go slow right here, so you can stand up the whole time if you want. I'm not gonna sit you down. The best time to come if you guys ever come or recommend come at like 9 o'clock in the morning.
That's the time we were here.
Yeah, that's the best time to go. Yeah, I recommend doing the airboat ride at 9 or.
Yeah, we did the airboat first.
We were there for the airboat ride at 9, but it was more like 9:30, I think, until we actually got there.
Yeah, so 9:30, you get on the boat 9:30. They gas up and everything. They usually will send somebody out at 9:30 so it adds more people. There's the Anhinga bird.
Yeah.
Snake bird.
Snake bird.
The Anhinga, you'll see a lot of them with their wings down crying. Or the one that looks more like a duck, it's called a cormorant. There's a bald eagle up in that tree in the distance. You guys see that?
Oh, Rhonda, here. You want to hold this?
Yes,
That's her
please.
favorite bird.
We get eagles down at the lake.
That's my favorite kind of fishing right there, fly fishing.
Now, what kind of fish are in there?
Snook. It's really any type of fish. We have something. We got snook, bass, cichlid.
That baby just kind of stayed right on top for me.
Yeah, it's hard to get pictures of them, so right now is really the perfect time to get them.
Yeah, that one just laid right on top.
They're staying up because it's cold in the water and hot on the top. And this is a mud bottom, so this is how they stay warm. That's why they push in here. They are not here year round. They're freshwater animals. They keep.
There's coming up.
He's swimming backwards, it looks like. Oh, look at that little thing.
It's a rough job, isn't it, Brian?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, let's go on up around the corner by the eagle.
You tell me what she wants to see now.
Oh, that's fine with me. I'm here to show you guys. Y'all paid for it. I see the manatee all the time. Oh, that looks awesome out there.
Oh, he's just sitting pretty up there.
Beautiful.
We've got eagles down at the lake where we're seasonal campers, and that's my Mother's Day. Be out with a fishing pole in my hand and see my eagles.
Oh, I thought it flew away. I was like, man.
Nope, he's there.
You like watching the eagles?
Oh, I love
My favorite bird is a roseate spoonbill. The bright pink birds that we have down here. They're just beautiful in a batch of birds, and you see those with just one pink one fly away. It's just fluorescent pink. Have you guys know what they look like?
I mean, younger. Yeah, we haven't seen any of the flocks.
I don't know a young eagle to identify them.
No, a spoonbill. You guys know what a spoonbill is?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
The roseate spoonbill.
Yeah.
So it's a pink bird. These are the bald eagles. There's probably another one somewhere in there. But for right now, that's the cormorant bird. It's about to fly over your head. And those are our common buzzards that we have, the black bullet buzzards.
We got plenty of those.
You guys probably have turkey vultures.
Yeah, that's true.
That thing's really sitting pretty for us.
Have you ever heard the buzzards returning to Hinckley? There's a park about 20 miles away from us. That's the big deal, is they return to the same spot every year. And there's people that come from hundreds of miles away to come see these things. It's like, seriously. And they think the reason that they come there is because they used to have big hunting parties, and then you would clean all their kill and all that, and just let everything lay out, and the buzzards used to come clean it up.
They remember it. There's a wood store.
Okay, right up there in the road.
Yeah, that's the bird that delivers the babies. Wood stork.
Wondered how they got around.
That's a big wood stork right there. Have you guys ever been to the Keys before?
No.
You're gonna love it. Man, that boat's flying.
Yeah, that's what we were doing, yo. We were over there.
Right there. Guys, this is the perfect picture of that wood stork.
Oh, there you go.
They're big and they have such bold beaks. Now these ones are, wow, that is a really big bird. Like
I
thick.
think that's over 3 feet tall, looks like.
Yeah, and he's thick. You can stand up and walk around as long as you trust your sea legs.
Now he's got more people on his boat now.
I mean, 10 days after Christmas, we were averaging 1,100 people a day.
Wow.
We had 30 people on 3 different buggies, and then they load their buggies up.
Do most people do the combo?
Not too many people come over here unless it's season. Like there's only 2 on here today, so
It's like, hey,
not many people.
why not take advantage of this?
It's $60 a person, right, for the combo and everything. It's not bad. That is an experience on that airboat, and then this is an educational tour. If you really want to listen, I recommend it. A lot of people think this is a real buggy, like running through the woods.
Oh, they wanted to be hauling ass and.
Yeah. Trust me, you don't want to be running fast on these things. Their tires are so big. Wow, that thing is. Now, what's funny is these are our wood storks here. They're the ones that supposedly deliver the babies in the movies and all that. Then there's ones in Africa that they're like monsters. They kill animals and eat meat.
There you go.
I've never seen a wood stork that big. Like, he's eating good.
There you go.
No, I've just never seen it with that thick of a neck. A lot of them have skinnier necks than this. It's like, I just wonder what the other wood storks think about him. Oh, that's a big boy. And then they have that. Oh, there was an alligator down there. It looks like.
I would say something just submerged.
So I just heard on the walkie, like, we had 2 on this, and then he's going to have 2. So in the morning, it's usually slower. Not too many people want to do the combo tour. But towards the end of the day, we'll start getting more people. I don't mind. As long as I do 3 rides a day, 4 rides a day, I'm fine.
My check-in around 4 o'clock at Key West, so we're leaving here. There's a Joni's
Crab Shack right up
Is that
front.
good place?
You know, I have never, in the entire time I've lived down here, I've never eaten here. I've just never had the time to go, or I just go to the normal places in Everglades. I've heard it's amazing. It's just a little bit more expensive than our food. So the easiest way I can explain the food in Everglades, it is the best food you could possibly buy for that money. Does that make any sense? So say it was worth $3, you're getting the best quality for $3. So it's really good food. I eat there all the time. But I've never eaten at Joni's, but I've heard really good reviews on it.
That's what she's read online reviews, said that the food's amazing.
They just said, I don't know.
I've seen that they do say it is pricey.
It is pricey, yeah, for sure, but I've never eaten there. I would love to eat there, I just forget all the time. It's just that one place I have never eaten in my entire life, and I've lived down here for my whole life, 19 years. But if you guys want to eat it in an amazing
When you get
place.
to be 21, you ought to try some moonshine or some of that,
I should,
alcohol and stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that yet, but when I'm 21, I'll call you guys up. Maybe I'll have some for me.
There you go.
What I did when my kids turned 21, I bought them 21 little bottles at the alcohol store.
Those little ones?
The little ones. Yeah, I said, they're trying stuff I never even have tried.
It's always good to taste test those little ones so you can see if you want to buy a
Yeah.
Right.
big one.
Well, that's why you don't waste your money buying the big one. And
just from experience with something my friend told me, if you guys want to try Crown Royal Apple.
been there, done that. I've got salted caramel Crown Royal with me.
Try vanilla Crown and Coke.
I don't like vanilla Crown that long.
I don't like it either, but when you mix it with So it tastes like vanilla Coke.
Uh,
And then you wake up next day, but I wouldn't know.
I mean, they don't even look real. Go drop your fingers in there and see if they're real, but they don't even look real.
Look,
Eyes open.
and look at all of them, all around the sides.
There's a lot of them. Well, let's head back this way.